Is it possible that PSG get better by getting rid of their best player?
I think it's possible. It really is. And the lad who's coming in from Barcola is a fantastic player. You know, he's arguably got the hardest job in world football, replacing the superstar. But what I do think, and watching Mbappé, and being a massive fan of Mbappé as well, and his talent and his ability, but what I did think, I think he becomes stale at PSG and the PSG project. I felt that off the ball, he was costly to his team. You know, for all the things he brought him on the ball. You know, you did the reports of the power he had around the club, recruitment. You know, and they went down that road with Neymar and Messi, and that didn't work. Then I like the look of this PSG team. I really do. I think it's young, it's hungry. They've got a Ruiz was outstanding at the Euros for Spain. He was. I liked him, but I really like him. I think he's a top player. Vitinha as well, I think is brilliant. I think they could be the surprise package. Nobody's had an eye on them, and I think you're right, Matt. They could be stronger.
Well, let's have a look at the team they do start with. There's a new recruit in centre half. William Pacho's come from Frankfurt. Rach and Rory, and maybe a team game should be a team game. Maybe the 11 is better than the 1.
I think that's the argument you can have. And I do think, going back to your point, Joe, I think PSG mismanaged Mbappé as much as Mbappé sort of took advantage of that situation. Mbappé, as young as he was, coming in, taking that power, was allowed to take that power. I think it then sort of started to cloud his game. But he was mature in his performances pretty much as soon as he hit the ground running, Mbappé. So that will be a loss. But it's not all about one player, as you alluded to just then now. The new recruits coming in, Luis Enrique, who's kind of, you know, what is he, 3 years now into...
This is his third season.
Is maturing as a coach as well. And I think in some ways he'd be relieved that Mbappé is gone.
Yeah, I think for Luis Enrique this makes his life easier. No question about that. He's a Champions League winner as a coach. We shouldn't forget that. It's 10 years next year since he won it with Barcelona. And this is kind of a retooled PSG in terms of the concept behind the team as well. They went through that Galactico phase. They wanted Messi and Mbappé and Neymar. And you know what? It would have sold a lot of shirts. That's partly why Qatar did it. They wanted that kind of impact. And if you go anywhere in Britain, anywhere in Europe, you see a lot of PSG shirts. But this is a PSG team with a Parisian influence. You're seeing the kids coming through on the bench, loads of kids from the academy, the best place in the world to produce talent. And then even the recruits, João Neves, who doesn't start tonight, but incredibly talented young midfielder from Benfica. It's a younger, it feels fresher, a little bit different. And as Joe says, kind of more of a threat because they're not as obvious.
Yeah, buy them before they become superstars. Who'd have thought, eh? What an idea.